Good morning. We're about 6 minutes after 6, and it is a cold one. Some areas in our listening area are below zero. For the most part, we're hanging around zero in our listening area. And good morning, Steve and John, and friends, right up until 9 o'clock this morning. And it's a busy one this day after Christmas. A lot of different folks who we'll be chatting with, either right here in the studio or on the phone, or maybe we chatted with them earlier this week. Meanwhile, at 6 minutes after 6, let's check out the weather and see what's happening this long holiday Christmas weekend. It's being brought to you by Manchester Brick Materials, where they offer crushed stone and ledge products. We will rock you at Manchester Brick Materials. They're in East Drygate and also at 596 Cross Road in Waterford.
Is part of your property too tough to mow, or do you need a new driveway, or must fix your old one? Ask Manchester Brick Materials for a quote today. Plus for topsoil, erosion stone, riprap, and stay mat, plus crushed stone products from 3/4-inch plant mix up to 5 inches, Manchester Brick Materials will deliver or load it for you. 6:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. weekdays, 7 a.m. to 12 noon Saturdays, or by appointment. We will rock you with competitive pricing and estimates. Call 802-633-4122.
From the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury, the forecast for today: mostly cloudy this morning, becoming partly cloudy afternoon. Cold with highs in the single digits to lower teens. North winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, diminishing in the afternoon. Mostly cloudy tonight, lows from 0 to 5 above. And for Saturday, cloudy with a chance of flurries. Highs in the upper teens to lower 20s, light and variable winds. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
Thank you, Lawrence. Now 7 minutes after 6, and we're hanging around both above and below zero in our listening area. It's a cold one, so bundle up and be careful out there. Let the vehicle warm up a few minutes. And that's it. That's the latest weather. It's brought to you by Manchester Brick Materials. Be sure to call Darcy at 802-633-4122. As Manchester Brick Materials has 2 convenient locations to better serve you: 596 Cross Road, Waterford, and Route 5 North, East Drygate. 802-633-4122 is the number to call Darcy. Glad that you could be with us this morning. Your country, WYKR. It's a pretty busy morning. A lot of different folks we'll be chatting with. And we look forward to being with you for the next 3 hours. We'll take you right up until 9 o'clock this morning. We'll take a break and then an updated look at the latest in the world of sports here in New England with Tom Cuddy. We'll be checking out and see how the Celtics are doing right after this.
Is your current propane provider out of state, hard to reach, or has closed their office to the public? It might be time for a change. At Thompson Fuels, we are the community's local choice for propane and heating oil. When you call or stop by our Bradford office, you get to speak to a real person. No call centers, no 4-hour wait time. Call or stop by today to join hundreds of your neighbors who have switched to Thompson Fuels for this heating season. We'll get you switched over to Thompson fast. Visit us today at thompsonfuels.com.
Celtics first of 5 on the road tonight in Indiana. Celtics 3 wins in a row, now third in the East. Joe Mazzulla crediting the bench players, the very young Celtics, with team improvement.
And it's a credit to them because they stay ready, and it's a credit to the staff for getting them ready. So it's not about finding it. It's like that. It's just a credit to them. They have a humility and a professionalism to always be ready, and we're just always going to do what makes sense at that particular time. And
Joe Mazzulla, Celtics team leader Jaylen Brown impressed with first draft pick Gonzalez, minus Shireman, Baylor, Walsh, and Garza.
It's a journey, man. We need each and every guy. We need the whole chain to be working together. So shout out to those guys being ready. And shout out to Joe for giving them those opportunities to be able to showcase. It takes a complete group.
Jaylen Brown, Celtics at the Pacers tonight. Celtics about to play 5 games in 9 days on the road.
It is 16 minutes after 6, and it's cold outside. As temperatures are hanging around, hovering around zero. Some areas are well below. It's a cold one, so warm up the vehicle, take care of the pets, take care of yourself. If you're going to be spending any time outside, be sure you bundle up. Let's take a look at that weather forecast. Compliments of your friends at Wells River Chevrolet, which is part of the Auto Saver Group. That's a really big deal. It's in the Autosaver Group's Big Deal Plus that comes at no charge with the purchase or lease of every new or used vehicle.
Hi, this is Grace from the Autosaver Group's Wells River Chevrolet. Chevy has some really great vehicles like the sporty and affordable Trax, Trailblazer, and Equinox. We have the third row Traverse, the Tahoe, and of course the Chevy Silverado. Wells River Chevy. We also have the all-electric Blazer, Equinox, and Silverado EVs. We have something for everyone, and they all come with a Big Deal Plus. Stop by or shop online anytime at wellsriverchevy.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
From the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury, the forecast for today: mostly cloudy this morning, becoming partly cloudy afternoon, cold with highs in the single digits to lower teens, north winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, diminishing in the afternoon. Mostly cloudy tonight, lows from 0 to 5 above, and for Saturday, cloudy with a chance of flurries, highs in the upper teens to lower 20s, light and variable winds. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
Thank you, Lawrence. We're approaching 18 minutes after 6, and yeah, it is cold outside as we're below zero for the most part here in the listening area. That's the morning drive weather, holiday weekend weather from the Fairbanks Museum, brought to you by Wells River Chevrolet, which is part of the Autosaver Group, and that's a really big deal. Same great people, same great experience, and now the Big Deal Plus on the web at wellsriverchevy.com. And a conversation with Ted Cooper coming up at about 7:45 this morning.
Hi, it's Chelsea from Wise, and this is our 10th year producing Wise Words. Today, Jillian, a junior from Thetford Academy, is sharing Wise Words.
Our relationships are the connections we have with people in our lives. We have relationships with parents, siblings, friends, teachers, and classmates. We have relationships with people our own age, people older than us, and younger. Some relationships are very close, like a best friend, and others aren't, like someone we just met. No matter what kind of relationship we have, we deserve to be treated with kindness and respect. Sometimes we might think someone is being nice, but something doesn't feel quite right. Our bodies are smart. We might feel butterflies in our bellies, or our skin might feel prickly. We might not know exactly what is wrong, but our bodies do. What feelings do you notice in your body when someone isn't nice or makes you feel uncomfortable or confused? Who is an adult you can ask for help?
These Wise Words are supported by the Hypertherm Hope Foundation, a proud sponsor of Wise and our goal to end violence, share hope, and change lives.
It is a genuine pleasure to welcome back to the show April from the Trendy Times. April, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you, Josh?
I'm doing well. And what's really exciting, I read the latest issue of the Trendy Times, and it said in there that April, that you had you were going to talk to Joshua on WYKR about some new and exciting things about the Trendy Times.
Yes, I do have plans for the 2026 season.
All right. So yeah, I'm on the edge of my seat here. What's happening with the Trendy Times?
Well, I want to bring some trendier stuff into the Trendy Times, like having the trendy dining guide, adding like a musical or like venues for music, and arts and plays and the fun stuff.
Right. Okay. That sounds amazing. I mean, because the Trendy Times has always kind of covered some of those arts and entertainment scenes more than other places. So you're just now going to just focus on a lot of that then.
We're still going to be basically the same, but right. I do want to focus on the art scene and music scene because I love music and it's trendy.
Right. Exactly.
It's a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And also too, what's trendy is that I love reading those letters to the editor too. So are you still going to be able to cover those?
I am going, well, as long as Dad can reply to them, yes. I will keep doing letters to the editor. So please feel free to send them in. And you can send them to Gary at trendytimes.com.
And how have things affected your expansion of where you actually have papers delivered?
At the moment, because I needed, honestly, because of personal reasons, I needed kind of a break. So we needed to cut down on the distribution. So it's basically the big stores that you can get the paper. And if you ever want to get the paper, one, you can read it online at trendytimes.com, or you can email me at april@trendytimes.com, and we can send them to you. But that will be, the distribution will be back up and running, hopefully, the beginning of the year. And our next issue is going to be out January 13th.
So this is exciting then. This is like 2026 is going to be a new banner year for Trendy Times.
Absolutely. And if I can get Josh to set up a interview, we might actually have another person for the Trendy
the Trendy kitchen. Yes. Yeah. I got an idea in the works, and I would love to make sure we can get that going. So
absolutely.
Yeah. There's so much. I'm excited
for this one.
Yes.
It's going to be, I think it's going to be very trendy.
Yes. So once again, we're talking to April from the Trendy Times, and this is something we do. I don't know, Bill, we try to stick to about, twice a month or
Every
so.
other week.
Yeah. Talking to April. So April, if people want to read the Trendy Times, is it also available online?
It is, absolutely, at trendytimes.com.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, April, and I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see the 2026 paper of the Trendy Times.
Me too.
All right. Thank you so much, April.
All right. Thank you, guys. I will talk to you in I'll talk to you in 2026.
There you go.
I hope everybody has a safe and happy holidays. That gets rid of them all.
There you go.
In a world full of big banks and faraway decisions, there's something special about a bank that's right here at home. Hi, I'm Lorenzo Wilhite, President and CEO of Wells River Savings Bank, your community mutual bank, where every dollar you deposit stays local, supporting the people and places you care about most. We're the name on the back of your youth sports uniforms, the hands helping local churches, the volunteers stocking food shelves, and walking beside you in the town parade. And while we're rooted in hometown values, we're still a full-service bank, offering everything the big banks do, with something they can't. Neighbors who know you by name. Because you're not just an account, you're our customer, our neighbor. And like you, we live and work in this community too, and we're committed to helping it thrive. Thank you for trusting us for another year. We look forward to growing with you in the next. For all your banking needs, we hope you think of your good neighbor bank, Wells River Savings Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. And good morning, Stephen, John, and friends. Right up until 9 this morning. It's 6:30. It's cold. We're on both sides of zero this morning. Bundle up, warm up the vehicle, and take care of those pets. Don't leave them out too long. They get cold, too. Taking a look at the weather this long holiday weekend, being brought to you this time by St. Johnsbury Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, which is part of the Auto Saver Group, where every deal comes with a big deal plus a 2-year unlimited schedule maintenance plan, which includes free state inspections for life.
So where's the big deal? Holy shmoly, it's Matt LeCire from the Auto Saver Group, St. Johnsbury Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The Wrap Up the Year sales event is here, and we're closing out the year with incredible Jeep deals that you don't want to miss. Right now, you can lease a brand new 2026 Jeep Wrangler 4-door Sport for just $369 a month for 36 months with zero money down. That's right, zero money down, first payment due at signing, and you're behind the wheel of the legendary Jeep Wrangler, the ultimate year-round adventure machine. With open-air freedom, unbeatable 4x4 capability, and the bold Jeep look everybody loves, it's the perfect time to wrap up the year with something exciting in your driveway. So don't wait. The Wrap Up the Year sales event is going on right now at St. Johnsbury Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Leases for stock number SJJ 26017, 10,000 miles per year, 30,000 total miles, 30 cents per mile over, tax, title, registration extra, first payment due at signing.
Visit us at Memorial Drive just past the railroad tracks or check us out online at St. Johnsbury CDJR today.
From the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury, the forecast for today: mostly cloudy this morning, becoming partly cloudy afternoon, cold with highs in the single digits to lower teens, north winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, diminishing in the afternoon. Mostly cloudy tonight, lows from 0 to 5 above, and for Saturday, cloudy with a chance of flurries, highs in the upper teens to lower 20s, light and variable winds. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
Thank you, Lawrence. It is cold outside. Some places are well below zero as we speak. for the most part, we're hanging around 0 in the YKR listening area. That's the weather. It's brought to you by St. Johnsbury Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, which is part of the Autosaver Group. Online at St. Johnsbury CDJR. They're at 200 Memorial Drive in St. Johnsbury. It's 5:37. Good morning to you. A couple of days ago, I had a conversation with Gabe Yaroshevich, Vermont Customs. We'll be listening to that momentarily. First, updating you on the weather forecast. We'll be doing that. And then, of course, before 7 o'clock this morning, a conversation that Joshua Smith had with Gary Scruton, part of the local Chamber of Commerce. We'll also be listening to that. And then we'll be hitting the 7 o'clock news. Meanwhile, this weather, as we head into the long holiday weekend, being brought to you by Chief Crushing and Excavation. And you can call Chief to line up your projects into 2026 and beyond at 802-584-3868. That's 584-3868.
Chief Crushing and Excavation, with plenty of products available that can be delivered to you from one of their many nearby Vermont or New Hampshire locations. Products available include sand for septic systems, crushed gravel, topsoil, clay fill, stay mat, ledge, and specialty items such as blue ledge and gravel. Excavation and land clearing services are also available. Chief Crushing and Excavation is fully insured and has the knowledge, know-how, and equipment to get the job done right for you. For quarry operating hours, pricing, and directions, call Chief Crushing and Excavation at 802-584-3868.
From the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury, the forecast for today: mostly cloudy this morning, becoming partly cloudy afternoon, cold with highs in the single digits to lower teens, north winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, diminishing in the afternoon. Mostly cloudy tonight, lows from 0 to 5 above, and for Saturday, cloudy with a chance of flurries, highs in the upper teens to lower 20s, light and variable winds. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
Thank you. It's 39 minutes past 6:39, and we're below 0 here at the Route 302 broadcast studios. And it will continue to be chilly this day. All right, let's remind you, this weather's brought to you by Chief Crushing and Excavation. You can line up your projects into 2026 and beyond by calling Chief today, 802-584-3868. Going to take a few minutes to chat with Vermont Customs and Wise Enterprises. We don't have Bob this time around, so Gabe is pinch hitting for Dad. How you doing?
Good, you?
Good, thank you. So let's talk about some of the projects that you guys are involved in right now.
So one of the ones we've talked about before, the distillery project. Yep. We the building is now watertight and weathertight and everything. So interior work is started. Okay. And that is going to be the bread and grain center, so where they're going to make all their bakery stuff and breads and try to do, sandwiches and that type of stuff for the breakfast crowd. Mm-hmm. Hopefully to be done like early February, probably. We're looking at starting getting stuff finished up.
Okay. So who does the interior work in that regard? You guys?
So we're going to do most of it.
Or you work with some contractors?
We work with the contractors.
All right.
Because all the stuff has to be done for the food code. Mm-hmm. So they'll do a lot of the work, and then we just kind of help supervise and help if needed.
So this distillery is specific to make what?
They're going to do whiskey for sure. Like, he's already got some barrels that another distillery did for him that he's got stored up. And then he's going to do, hopefully, he was thinking about maybe a gin, but everybody does gin, so we're trying to think of other things that are unique.
Okay, and this is a project over in the Champlain Valley?
Yep,
over
right
there.
in Ferrisburgh, right by the park and ride.
All right. So you guys are big on this. This is more part of the your
Wise Enterprises.
Wise Enterprise. Sorry about that. So you're also going to be doing something with, is it chestnuts?
Yep.
So what's that deal?
So it's right down in Salem, New York. He's the largest chestnut farm on the East Coast. And he's got 800 acres of chestnuts planted. He wants to basically take the chestnuts in from his trees and turn them into flour and chestnuts to sell, like just roasted chestnuts and a bit of everything, because there's a lot of higher end breads and stuff that are actually made out of chestnut flour.
Okay.
And he right now just has an old barn, and we're gonna take the barn and try to restore it so it looks like that old 1800s style on the outside, but have his process facility set up inside. And we're going to be, in the first couple years, it's going to be about 3,000 to 5,000 pounds, but then it's going to increase significantly when the trees mature. So he'll be making a little bit of everything: chestnut flour, chestnut food, and all kinds of stuff out of it.
Specialty stuff sounds.
It'll be
like, yeah.
very special.
It sounds like a fun idea and a fun plan that you guys are going to be involved with. And that's just outside of Rutland, right? Heading through Rutland into New York?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half or so.
Give our people an idea of what that is. So this is Wise Enterprises. We're focusing more attention on it right now. So getting back to Wild Vermont Customs, which is probably more for our listeners, some of the things you guys are looking at for winter, spring projects, vehicles, motorcycles?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's time of year. There's salt, snow, so any of the summer vehicles that you drive, your cars or your bikes that you take off the road for the winter, if you need work done to them now's the time.
Okay.
So we can get it in and get it done before you want to ride it, so we're not holding you up.
Yeah. Anything come to mind what that might be? I mean, right off the bat.
So
I know your dad and I have talked about if you got a Jeep Wrangler, pop the hood and maybe there's some stuff under there you want to make it look,
Yeah,
more.
like if you pop the hood, there's a lot of plastic covers
Definitely,
and stuff.
yeah.
You can pull those off. They come off real easy.
Mm-hmm.
And we can dip them, can paint them to match the truck or the Jeep, whatever.
Flags, ammo, something.
Anything that you can think of. There's pretty much a pattern to dip, and we can always paint it or powder coat it or whatever.
Right. So what's going on with motorcycles?
So going on motorcycles, we got a bike in, and we're tearing it apart. Basically, we're gonna it was an old Sportster bike. We're gonna turn it into a trike.
Mm-hmm.
So,
wow,
it's gonna be a long project, but we're gonna take the whole trike, the whole bike part, use the base frame and motor and everything from the bike, and we're gonna put it so it'll have two wheels in the back. And because in Vermont you have to have a motorcycle license if it has 3 tires, we're gonna put 2 tires in the front, 2 really small, close together, so it'll have 4. So there'll be no extra license or anything for the guy.
Interesting.
And that's going to be the winter project. It's on one lift, but
take pictures as you move through that project. That'd be interesting.
Oh, we will.
Yeah. And your tire changing machine, that's working out well?
That is.
Good.
We had our set of tires for a lady that called about her big Dodge. No other garages around can do it. Her tires are too big.
And you can.
But we can.
So you can do from a small little dinky, like a wheelbarrow tire.
Yep.
Up to how big? This was a big one.
It can do up to a 50-inch tire.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, Wild Vermont Customs, Wise Enterprises, right up here in East Rygate Corner, easy to find.
Yep.
All right, and you got more information at your Facebook page, I believe.
Yeah, on Facebook you can find, we got pictures of all this stuff.
Yeah, I think earlier I might have cut you off. Was there something you wanted to mention about something, or are we okay?
I think we're okay.
Okay, good. All right, pinch hitting for Dad.
Yeah.
We've got Gabe in here, Gabe Yaroshevich, Wild Vermont Customs, Wise Enterprises, as we do every couple of weeks. We get an update and find out what's going on with you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company.
We're excited to have back on the show a voice that many of us have heard before. They've been on a few times, and that is Gary Scruton. Gary, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine. And yourself, Josh?
I'm doing well. And I know you wear many hats, so can you remind the listeners, what hat are you wearing now?
Oh, right at the moment, I am wearing my board of directors for the Coas Chamber of Commerce. And the big push that we're doing right now is I hope everybody's gotten out there and looked at all of the great holiday lights that are up and about. I think we've got better than a dozen, 12, 15, something like that, folks that are looking for the general public to go out there, take a look at what they did for decorations, vote on it, and through the Chamber's website, COHASE, that's COHASE.org. Go on there, hunt around just a little bit. You'll find it. You'll find out where all the people are located. There's a form there to fill out to vote for your favorite business as well as your favorite residents. And then we're going to tabulate all of those votes and let everybody know who the winners are.
Perfect. And this is, you mentioned the holiday lights. This is one of the main events that the Coas Chamber puts on every year.
Well, it's our main wintertime kind of thing, and yes, we're glad that we've got some good participation this year. There have been a couple of years that we've struggled a little bit, but hey, it looks like it's much better, and getting the word out there and getting folks to go out and vote as well. And I understand there's a little friendly competition through one of the local healthcare units. Let's leave it at that and let people kind of figure that one out for themselves. But like I said, get to the website, take a look at where all the places are located, then go out there and check them all out, and then send in your ballots.
Okay, excellent. And so I've noticed too, Gary, is that I've just seen like the Cohosh Chamber has just been a lot more active over the past 3 or 4 years now.
Well, we are certainly trying to be. You know, the Cohosh Chamber, I've been lucky enough to be on the board for a good number of years now, and you know, it's a great resource for a lot of our local businesses. We currently don't have an executive director, but that doesn't mean we're not trying to do things. In fact, our annual meeting is just around the corner, and we'll be announcing our annual Business of the Year and Citizen of the Year very shortly, and also honoring them at our annual meeting, which, by the way, comes up on Tuesday, January the 20th, and that's open to the general public to come and not only support the Business of the Year, the Citizen of the Year. We're also going to probably show off the pictures of the lighting competition winners. It's always a good night. It's going to be at the Alumni Hall in Haverhill Corner. The folks there at Court Street Arts always do a great job for us for a good meal. It's $35 per person. Come on in, help support the chamber in that way, as well as the folks that are winning those prizes, and you might even learn something that night.
Perfect. And so if people remind people, then Gary, is like, how do they vote on those lights?
Yeah, the best way to vote on the lights, go to the Chamber's website, which is Cohosh, COHASE.org. And in there, you're going to see under the events tab, you'll see our holiday lighting competition. Click on the link there, and then there's a Google form that'll come up that you can vote on, but there's also a map that lists all of those that are signed up. And that's important, to vote for the ones that are signed up. I know that there's a lot of other great lights out there, and if you want to write somebody's name in that you think, hey, they had great lights and they didn't sign up, well, maybe we can rattle their cage come another year and get them to participate as well.
Excellent. All right, and once again, we're talking to Gary Scruton, who is representing the Cohosh Chamber of Commerce and promoting the Winter Lights events, that is Winter Lights competition that is in the area. Gary, any final words?
I think the final word is that the voting does end on December 31st. So you got until the end of the year to vote, but that's not very far away at this point. So get out there and do a tour around. You know, that's one of the great things, and that's really the whole impetus behind this, is to get folks to tour the Cohosh region. Get out there. Take the family out, you know, now that the Christmas is done. Get out there, just have a nice relaxing night and go drive around, see all the great lights, and vote on the ones you like, and help those folks feel very proud about all the time and effort they put in.
Right.
So you've got until December 31st to vote, and again, it's cohosh.org, and follow the instructions in there.
All right. Thank you so much, Gary. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Josh, and I hope it's a great new year for you.
Thank you. You too.
4 minutes after 7. Good morning. It is cold. Be careful. Warm up the vehicle. Bundle up yourself. Take care of your pets. It is cold. As we're hanging around below zero at a Route 302 broadcast studios, and I'm sure for the most part you are as well. Brought to you by Crosstown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in Littleton, home of the big deal. The look at the latest forecast.
It's Kevin here with the Autosaver Group's Crosstown Motors, wishing you happy holidays from my team, Chris, David, Paul, Steve, Bob, Paige, Asa, and George. I've challenged the team to help put 40 sets of keys to new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks underneath Christmas trees during our Wrap Up the Year sales event. This means unmatched savings on our entire inventory, like a new 2026 Jeep Compass Limited, stock number J26008, lease for just $389 for 42 months with zero money down, or lease a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler 4-Door Sport J26043, just $369 for 36 months with zero money down. With over 80 commercial trucks in stock now is the time for business owners to take advantage of year-end tax deductions, where you may be eligible to deduct up to 100% of purchase price.
10,000 miles per year, 30,000 total miles, 30 cents per mile over. Tax, title, registration extra. Must have current Stellantis brand lease. First payment due at signing. Always consult a CPA or tax professional for details.
From the Fairbanks Museum, the forecast for today, mostly to partly sunny skies and cool weather with highs mainly in the teens. Then tonight, partly to mostly cloudy with an increasing chance of snow showers. Lows will be in the single digits. Then on Saturday, a chance of light scattered snow showers diminishing from the north to the south. Highs will be from the low to mid-20s with light wind. I'm meteorologist Megan Duggan for WYKR.
We're showing a couple of degrees below zero. It feels like it is below zero here in the listening area. Bundle up when you head out this morning. 6 minutes after 7, you're now up to date as we head into the weekend. Brought to you by Crosstown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in Littleton, home of the big deal. Recently, Joshua Smith had a conversation with Ashley Van Zant, part of the First Night North celebration that's coming up. We'll be listening to that right after we find out how the Patriots are doing.
Patriots back on their practice field today at 2:30. On the field, 2 NFL All-Pros, both 23 years old. Quarterback Drake May and defensive back Christian Gonzalez. This is Gonzalez on the game to come Sunday.
Been some time coming, and we put the work in, we bought in, and it's nice to, clinch, but, we're far from done, and, we'll worry about the playoffs when they come, but we got the Jets, another division game, and everybody knows how division games get, so tomorrow we're on to the Jets.
Christian Gonzalez, Drake May, an All-Pro, no surprise. Also no surprise, May's reaction to the award.
Yeah, obviously you want to play this game at a high level and earn the respect of your peers and your organization, and it's a great honor, but care about winning and realize what the Pro Bowl's about, and it's obviously a great honor, and don't want to kind of put that to bed like it's not a cool deal. It really is. Like I said, we got some more important games ahead, and looking forward to that.
Patriots All-Pro quarterback Drake May.
So we're honored to have back on the show Ashley Van Zant, who is the Director of Development and Communications. Ashley, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
Good. So you're part of the Catamount. I didn't even say this, but I gave your title, which is the Director of Development and Communications, but you are the First Night North Coordinator.
That's right. Yes. First Night North Coordinator, and this is my 10th First Night.
Wow. Okay. And so I'm looking at, so you have a back page spread in the Bridge Weekly Showcase, and on there it's talking about it's chock-a-block full. Is it true you have 170 plus artists and over 70 shows happening on December 31st?
That is true. Yes, we hire a little over 170 artists through the evening, and they put on about 70 offerings throughout the whole 8-hour period. So we have 4 p.m. to midnight. And I say offerings because most of them are performances, but some of the activities that we have going on at First Night aren't performances. They're more interactive, like a silent disco, karaoke, tarot card reading, planetarium shows, fun fair with bouncy houses and things like that.
Yeah, and I'm looking how it's all spread out too, because you basically take over all of Main Street for those 8 hours.
We sure do, and we also close down Eastern Avenue, which is the road that Catamount Arts is on, and we use the St. Johnsbury School, which is on Western Avenue in St. Johnsbury.
Wow. So yeah, you're looking at the calendar here, and it's the St. Johnsbury School, the St. Johnsbury Academy, the community buildings, being the Athenaeum, Fairbanks Museum, the St. J House, St. Andrew's Episcopal, the Universalist Unitarian, then Catamount Arts. You get the Cabaret, Theater 1, Theater 2, the Masonic. I'm looking at this. There's so much happening here. There is no way one person can see everything that's happening.
Unfortunately, that's true. That is a big complaint that we have gotten. We have actually gotten this complaint in the past, that we have too many good things competing at the same time, and people can't decide what to go to. And to me, it's always a success if I get something like that in my inbox, a complaint about the schedule, because there's too many amazing things to choose from. So.
And also, too, not only do you want to make sure that you show up and ready to walk around, but you also should show up on an empty stomach.
That's right. We have lots of food options. So if you, and there's lots of different types of food as well. So we've got Filipino food. We have, and that'll be outside in a pop-up tent next to the information booth. We have some hearty type food like lasagna and hearty soups, and those are served in the basements of St. Andrew's Church and the UU congregation, the Universalist Unitarian congregation. We have pancakes by donation at the St. Johnsbury School, and then kind of with that, if you've got kids who like pancakes, I know my kids afterwards, you can't get enough sweet stuff, right? They always want to go up to the Vindog's food truck to get their donuts. And then in the Catamount Arts Building, we'll be serving Kingdom Crust Pizza along with popcorn and all of our snacks. And then right on Main Street, there's a restaurant called Javier Bill's, and they'll be open for the evening until 10 p.m., serving their delicious tacos and burritos and quesadillas.
Right. I'm just really curious, because how do you, from the logistics perspective, decide what goes where, and how do you kind of even it out to make sure there's a pace that's happening for the entire 8 hours?
You know, Josh, it's called magic. Really, it is an insane amount of work, honestly, to put the schedule together, because unfortunately we don't accept all of the applicants to first night, because there are just so many, and we only have so many slots throughout the evening. So it really is a balancing act, figuring out what makes sense for our artists and the spaces that we have, along with their sound and equipment needs. We're always very mindful of that, making sure that we put folks in locations where they're going to sound good and look good and be able to get all of their equipment in. And then, it is a little sprinkle of magic too, being honest, because you just never know. And knock on wood, I think we've done it this year. Right. So, and the music that we offer, I mean, it really spans all genres. We've got rock music, we've got folk music, we've got bluegrass, we've got cover bands, we've got singer-songwriters, we have a harpist. It's really all over the spectrum. So, wow. We do say that there's something for with classical music as well, choral music. When we say that there's something for everyone, we're not just, spitting words. There really is truly something for everyone here.
Right, and we're talking to Ashley Van Zant, who is the Director of Development and Communications for Catamount Film and Arts, and is the First Night North coordinator. And as you mentioned, Ashley, you got music, you got dance, you got puppetry, you got magic, circus, hypnosis, storytelling. There's so much happening. And how do people get involved in this? How are they? So is there, do they get a button to show up for this, or how does this work?
Yes, that's a great question. So folks listening to this, they are going to want to get their buttons. It is a button for, I guess, instead of a ticket, we do buttons. And that's mostly because, earlier we were talking about just how many venues we have. I think in total we have over 15 spaces in which you can go to see these various performances and offerings. And so at all of those locations, we will have volunteers stationed throughout the evening. And it's easier for you as an attendee just to wear a button on your jacket or on your hat if you've got one, which it is December, so you're probably going to want a hat. Just throw that button right on there, and then that's your all-access pass to everything that we offer. So it makes your transition to and from venues pretty seamless. As long as your button is visible, then the volunteers will let you go in. So one button gets you into everything. Unfortunately, you will not have time to see everything. As much as you try, trust me, I've tried, and it just doesn't work out. But you will want to actually check out the schedule, and you can cross-check it with our artist bios on the First Night North website. And, you can read about every single one of these offerings and performances to see just where you'd like to be and when. To get from place to place, you can either walk up and down the streets. Most of the streets are closed off. There is one street that's between Fuller Hall at the top of Main Street and then down to the St. Johnsbury School. That's called Western Avenue. And that street is still open to traffic. And so we need people to be using the sidewalks on that. But if you don't feel like walking, then we do have 2 free shuttles provided by RCT, and they will be running constantly all evening long. So you just hop on one of those buses and get to your next destination, no problem.
Perfect. All right. So once again, we're talking to Ashley Van Zant, who is the Director of Development and Communications for First Night North, and who is the part of Catamount Film and Arts.
I didn't even talk about students this year. Gosh, I have to touch on that. This is such a big announcement this year. Students under 18 go for free.
Wow, really? Okay.
So this is something brand new that we're just able to offer this year. We do expect to continue it in years to come, but this is at Catamount Arts, we offer free admission for students to many of our programming offerings, especially during our KCP Presents series. And then we do have free programming throughout the entire year, including films and our concerts during the summer and those sorts of things for everyone. But specifically for First Night, we didn't really have anything like that. And so we sort of took a deep dive into how can we make this event more accessible. And so we've decided to make all student buttons for free, 18 and under. And so you do still have to buy, quote unquote, bunny ears here, buy those First Night buttons because the students do need to be wearing a button in order to get into places. Mm-hmm. And we want to make sure that we're keeping track of our numbers, how many students actually took advantage of this great offer, because we think it could help us with grant funding and sponsorships in the future.
Right. And so basically anyone 18 and under gets in for free. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they can go to all of the things that I've mentioned and more. I haven't even begun to mention everything. So yeah, when I brought the schedule home earlier this week for my husband because he's on dad's duty with the kids, and so he always comes, and so I get them buttons. And he said, "Oh gosh, what am I going to bring them to?" Because there's just so many fun things.
Right. Well, excellent. Well, thank you so much, Ashley. It's such a genuine pleasure talking to you.
Yes, absolutely. We appreciate you giving us a spot here and for being such a strong supporter of First Night North. And, at the select board meeting that I was mentioning earlier, the highlight is community. And First Night North in St. Johnsbury truly is a community-wide event. It's the only one left in northern New England. We've been going for 33 years, and we're going strong, and it's thanks to folks like you who have continued to support year after year. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're approaching 20 minutes after 7, and it's 3 degrees below zero. Clear skies, and temperatures will warm up a bit today. We'll find out how warm when we take a break in just a minute to look at the weekend weather forecast.
So where's the big deal?
Holy schmoly, it's Matt LeCire from the Autosaver Group, St. Johnsbury Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The Wrap Up the Year sales event is going on right now, and if you've been waiting for the perfect time to grab a brand new truck, your wait is over. Right now, you can lease a brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab for just $479 per month for 42 months with zero money down. That's right, zero money down, and you're driving one of the toughest, most capable full-size trucks on the road. With legendary Ram power, luxury comfort, and head-turning Bighorn style, this truck is built to take on Vermont, New Hampshire's toughest roads and look good doing it. So don't wait, these Ram 1500 Bighorns are moving fast. Come see us today on Memorial Drive in St. Johnsbury, Vermont, just past the railroad tracks, or check us out online at stjohnsburycdjr.com.
Leases for stock number SJR 25231. 10,000 miles per year, 35,000 total miles, 30 cents per mile over. Tax, title fees, and registration extra. Must have a Stellantis brand lease and household to qualify. First payment due at signing.
St. Johnsbury Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where Vermont drives Ram tough.
And now, 21 minutes after 7, we take a look at the weather. It's being brought to you by Woodsville Power Equipment. Stop in, check it out with Bobcat of Woodsville on the lot. Milwaukee equipment being added to the lineup just a few months ago. And they have their sales, the service, parts, repairs, rental equipment, expert advice, and a whole lot more. At 4942 Dartmouth College Highway, it's Woodsville Power Equipment. Now is the time to get a head start on winter. When you're looking to buy a new snowblower, Woodsville Power Equipment Tool and Rental has the best selection of Husqvarna snowblowers and throwers that can help you with the job at hand. All Husqvarna snowblowers have a 2-stage system to help you blow away even deep and heavy snow. To learn more about the dependability of Husqvarna snowblowers and throwers, contact Woodsville Power Equipment Tool and Rental.
From the Fairbanks Museum, the forecast for today, mostly to partly sunny skies and cool weather with highs mainly in the teens. Then tonight, partly to mostly cloudy with an increasing chance of snow showers. Lows will be in the single digits. Then on Saturday, a chance of light scattered snow showers diminishing from the north to the south. Highs will be from the low to mid-20s with light wind. I'm meteorologist Megan Duggan for WYKR.
Thank you, Megan. 22 minutes after 7, 3 degrees below zero, and I'm sure some of our listeners are colder than that this morning. Heading for maybe 15 for a high before we're done today. Updated weather as we head through the weekend, brought to you by Woodsville Power Equipment Tool and Rental. Stop in, check it out. They can help you out no matter what the weather is, no matter what time of the year it is. They're located at 4942 Dartmouth College Highway. Give them a call if you have any questions, 603-747-2322. That's Brad Paisley, a little mud on the tires this morning. Doubtful. It's so cold. We're 3 degrees below at Route 302 broadcast studios, maybe heading into the mid-teens today. More weather coming up in a few minutes. Meanwhile, we're a minute or so away from checking out the December 26 birthdays and anniversaries brought to you by the Swenson Insurance Agency. But first, some of the headlines you can read all about in the current edition of the Journal-Opinion include Groton nonprofit offers free goods for all. Fireworks costs explode. In times past, the spirit of giving. Man sentenced to decade in jail for shootout. And Corinth Studio offers windows into artist's life. You can read those stories and others in the current edition of the Journal-Opinion. Every Friday we get together. Steve and John Puffer and friends take you to 9 o'clock, between 6 and 9. A lot of different folks that we chat with here in the studio live, on the phone, or sometimes we pre-record pieces just to make it a little bit more convenient for the people that we chat with. And coming up in the next few minutes will be talking with Ted Cooper, Wells River Chevrolet, wrapping up the 7 o'clock hour, heading into a busy 8 o'clock hour, coming out of the 8 o'clock news, chatting with Lorenzo Wilhite and Cassie Moulton from Wells River Savings, your good neighbor bank. And then via phone, we'll be chatting with Joshua Allen, the owner of ALARMCO right there in Bradford. And then Dana Huntington will be chatting with us as he does once a month from North Haverhill Agway. And then shortly after 8 o'clock this morning, we'll be chatting with Karli Blood, local artist, singing artists that will be performing New Year's Eve at the American Legion in Woodsville. And there still are a few tickets available, by the way, at $25 a piece. It's going to be a great night. And we'll be chatting with Karli between 8:30 and this morning right here in our studios. We're checking out birthdays and anniversaries now. They're brought to you by the Swenson Insurance Agency in Bradford. Be sure and thank them. And also, if you need an insurance quote or having questions, you can contact them, and they'll be sure to take care of your needs at the Swenson Insurance Agency in Bradford. Celebrating birthdays today, it's Carol Nyhan's birthday, Diana Fadden, and Jane Plumley celebrating the day. We have happy anniversary wishes to Dave and Heather Rockfort, and also to Andrew and Melanie Dellinger. And there you have it. That's our complete list on this Friday, December 26th. And, of course, brought to you by the Swenson Insurance Agency in Bradford, our birthdays and anniversaries. Today, Jane Plumley, Diana Fadden, and Carol Nyhan have birthdays. And our anniversary wishes are to Andrew and Melanie Dellinger and to Dave and Heather Rockfort. And there you have it. If you have wishes you'd like on the radio, be sure and send them to us. It's nice to see them at least a couple of days in advance. That way it gives us time to prepare for the day of your wish. Again, brought to you by the Swenson Insurance Agency in Bradford.
Distracted driving can take many forms, such as changing music, eating, or talking on the phone. But the most dangerous by far is texting while driving. Although it may seem harmless in the moment, it takes your hands off the wheel, your eyes off the road, and your mind off driving. A dangerous and sometimes deadly combination. Be a responsible driver. Turn on an auto reply feature or app that notifies your friends and family that you're driving and cannot reply. Or better yet, turn off your phone entirely. Please, pledge to never drive distracted. It's not worth your life or anyone else's. Take it from me and MMG, protecting your piece of the world.
The Swenson Insurance Agency of Bradford is an independent agency that represents regional and national insurance companies to meet your insurance needs. The professional staff can provide you with the expertise you deserve to make the best insurance buying decisions. Service is their best policy at the Swenson Insurance Agency, Bradford. It's 7:33. We're not able to chat with the Fairbanks Museum, being the long holiday weekend. Our weekly conversation brought to you by Hatch Lane Farm, right here in North Haverhill, and of course Wicked Good Dairy Delights and Profile Meats, both located on Route 10 in North Haverhill. And at Wicked Good Dairy Delights, you'll be amazed at what they have to offer you, the Big Red Barn right there on Route 10. And they are also offering their event hall for a minimal fee. Be sure and contact Robin for all the details in regards to that. And running down some of the milk products they have available from Hatch Lane Farm, it includes the skim milk and the light milk. They have their great tasting whole milk, chocolate milk, strawberry milk, coffee milk, half and half, heavy cream, and the eggnog, which is seasonal, so that's available right now. And they also have their horse meta cheddar that's available. And even though it's the off season, they do have ice cream, even though the ice cream window is closed during these cold winter months. But it will be reopening usually around Mother's Day in the spring. So we'll have more details on that when we roll into May of 2026. That's at Wicked Good Dairy Delights. And across the street, Profile Meats. Be sure to talk with Bill and the gang there. And if you have bulk orders, they like to take those in advance. And with it being the holidays, be sure to stop in and see what they have to offer you at Profile Meats. And by the way, they get their fresh seafood orders each and every Thursday at Profile Meats. Again, our weekly conversation brought to you by Hatch Lane Farm, Wicked Good Dairy Delights, and Profile Meats right there on Route 10 in North Haverhill. Hatch Lane Farm, Wicked Good Dairy Delights invites you to visit their store. It's the Big Red Barn located on Route 10 in North Haverhill. Stop in and design your very own gift baskets. They pack and get it ready for your gift giving. Ideas could be a breakfast basket, candy basket, milk and cookie basket, or a Hatchland basket. For meat and cheese party platters made to order, call 603-787-6077. There is a minimum 3-day advance notice. Hatchland gift cards, they never go out of style at Wicked Good Dairy Delights. Open every day in North Haverhill. That's Josh Turner, and before that, Parker McCullum here at your country. Steve and John taking you up to 9 o'clock news and information. We're moments away from a conversation with Ted Cooper, Wells River Chevrolet. But first, we're going to take a look at the weekend weather. It's brought to you by Bar Harbor Bank and Trust, where you can visit them online at barharbor.bank. Award-winning banking every day across northern New England. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Bar Harbor Bank and Trust helps businesses succeed. We're proud to be recognized by Forbes and Newsweek as one of America's best banks multiple years running. We can help you get the financing you need quickly and improve your cash flow. With over 50 branches and 90 ATMs across northern New England, we make managing your business easier. Whether your business is growing, expanding, or evolving, we can make it happen together. Bar Harbor Bank and Trust. Good things happen when we work together. Member FDIC.
From the Fairbanks Museum, the forecast for today, mostly to partly sunny skies and cool weather with highs mainly in the teens. Then tonight, partly to mostly cloudy with an increasing chance of snow showers. Lows will be in the single digits. Then on Saturday, a chance of light scattered snow showers diminishing from the north to the south. Highs will be from the low to mid-20s with light wind. I'm meteorologist Megan Duggan for WYKR.
Thank you, Megan. 4 below. It's cold. Warm up the vehicle, warm up yourself, take care of the pets, as we're not going to warm up a lot this Friday, heading maybe to the mid-teens before we're done. Updated weather is brought to you by Bar Harbor Bank and Trust. Visit them online at barharbor.bank. Award-winning banking every day across northern New England. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. It's 7:43. Coming up in a minute, a conversation with Ted Cooper, Wells River Chevrolet. We remind our listeners, the people that are just tuning in, but also the people that are regulars, they know that Ted Cooper checks in with us every couple of weeks at this same time to give us an update. And this one is really important, Ted, because it's the end of the year, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you had a great Christmas. We did. And back here with a full tummy.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I heard you traveled south to Boston area.
Yeah, we're down in the North Shore of Boston visiting our son and our oldest son and his family. Great to see the grandchildren and a couple other family members. Quick trip back and forth with our Scotty puppy as well.
Okay,
who
good.
Absolutely adores everybody.
Oh, great.
His name is Ollie. Anyway, Ollie was all dressed up in his Christmas bow.
Of course.
And looking like a proper Scotsman.
Certainly.
Yeah. But anyway, what we've got right now, John Gilmore has come up with some end-of-the-year special lease programs. We're just a few vehicles short of our goal for the year, and as you know, we're counting down to the end. And it's very important that we make this goal, and we're doing everything we possibly can, which means basically every trade-in is getting multiple eyes on it, and we're coming up with really good numbers. I'm very happy to say we were very busy right up into Christmas Eve, and we've all got appointments today. The first one probably in about 15 minutes. So just to give you an idea, we've got... On some of our popular SUVs, we've got some great new leases like a Traverse Midnight. The Traverse is a great family vehicle, 3 rows, selectable all-wheel drive. And we've got a 39-month, 10,000-mile-a-year lease going right now for $499. And this is through Ally. There are no qualifications other than financial. But you don't have to trade. You don't have to have a competitive vehicle. None of that malarkey. Everybody qualifies. On that regard, we've also on the 2026 Equinox LT as an example, and we've got a nice supply of those. That's really probably our most popular vehicle when you think about it. They're just great, and the current generation of those they're just seamless, and they've got lots of nice features without being overwhelming. So I've got a $389 lease, 39 months, 10,000 miles a year. And again, these are through Ally. All you need to do is you need to qualify financially, of course, but you do not need to have a trade. You don't have to have a competing brand or even have loyalty. So that works. Another one, one of our most popular, also smaller SUVs, is the Chevy Trailblazer. My own wife has one, and we just drove down and back in hers. I had to put it in all-wheel drive a couple of times. It was a little slimy, but great cars in the winter. And right now we got a 309 lease, 39 months, 10,000 miles a year. Very good value on that. And then for the budget-minded, of which all of us are, having now spent all of our money for Christmas, here's the best deal going. It's the 2026 Chevy Trax LT with for about $269 a month, which is a 39-month, 10,000 mile per year lease. And we would suggest that you guys take advantage of this while they last. We do not have an unlimited supply, but in the course of the past couple of weeks, I think I mentioned last time I was on, we had a load of trucks come in. You know, we've got up to $10,000 off on select Silverados. They've got some great leases going too. So, you know, we're rocking and rolling, and we've also got a really good pre-owned selection. Several HD crew cabs, whatever we got. We got a beautiful Alaskan crew, under 25,000 miles on it, and got a custom crew Trail Boss with only 39,000 miles. Some really nice stuff. So generally, you know, come on in, tell us what you might be looking for. Let us go to work for you. Remember, as part of the Autosaver Group, we do have access to a wide range of possible inventories we can swap with our fellow dealers if necessary, particularly on pre-owned vehicles. But our point is we want to work with you, not against you, obviously, but with you to collaborate and solve your automotive needs.
Ted,
new year.
Yeah, and some of those deals you were talking about, do they end at the end of the year?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yeah, these are year-end specials.
Okay.
And we don't know what's coming from the manufacturers first of the year, but typically they do load up at the end of the year because they want to have as many vehicles sold so they can show their stockholders what a wonderful job they've done too.
Well, yeah, and that's why we bring this up so that our listeners know that this is, you know, at this point, a limited time offer because it's going to end on the 31st. So.
Very definitely.
Get in there, make a deal with Ted and the gang right here in downtown Wells River Chevrolet. Yeah, good. Well, Happy New Year. Good that you could check in with us today.
Yeah, well, I'm delighted to. Thanks for having me. It's we're open today till 6, and tomorrow Saturday we'll be here from 9 to 4.
All right.
And then let her rip.
Excellent. And Ted, we certainly appreciate your time. We'll be talking to you in the new year. And again, a Happy New Year to you and everybody at Wells River Chevrolet.
And thank you, and to all of our listeners out there, thank you so much for your support this year. It's been absolutely fantastic. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Coming up on 7:52, it's 4 degrees below zero. Updated weather this time is being brought to you by Ricker Funeral Home and Cremation Care in Woodsville, locally owned, family operated. The staff members, they are caring and experienced professionals who understand that each family is unique and has personal requests and traditions. For additional information, call them at 603-747-2717 or visit their website, rickerfh.com. When you plan ahead, you know that your wishes will be fulfilled, as well as easing that burden for your loved ones. Ricker Funeral Home and Cremation Care of Woodsville has information on their website at rickerfh.com to help you create a unique memorial service that fits your budget, your needs, and your values. Ricker Funeral Home understands the importance of personal requests and family traditions. Their professional staff will assist you with all of the details to create a meaningful funeral or memorial service for your loved one. For additional information, call 603-747-2717.
From the Fairbanks Museum, the forecast for today, mostly to partly sunny skies and cool weather with highs mainly in the teens. Then tonight, partly to mostly cloudy with an increasing chance of snow showers. Lows will be in the single digits. Then on Saturday, a chance of light scattered snow showers, diminishing from the north to the south. Highs will be from the low to mid-20s with light wind. I'm meteorologist Megan Duggan for WYKR.
And also for Ricker Funeral Home and Cremation Care in Woodsville, locally owned, family operated. Understanding the benefits of pre-planning has prompted many to take the step to plan their own arrangements with Ricker Funeral Home, either in person or online at rickerfh.com. For additional information, you could call them 603-747-2717. 4 degrees below zero at 7:53. Good morning. And a good morning to you. Karli Pierce along with Chris Stapleton at 7:58, a couple of minutes away from top of the hour network news from CBS, checking out the world and national news. Right here at your country, WYKR Haverhill, WTWN Wells River, and W286DE Wells River, 105.1 FM. Coming out of the 8 o'clock news, chatting with Lorenzo Wilhite and Cassie Moulton from Wells River Savings, your good neighbor bank. We'll be chatting with Joshua Allen, the owner of ALARMCO, and also chatting with Dana Huntington from North Haverhill Agway. And then shortly after 8:30, Karli Blood will join us as she will be the performer at American Legion, post number 20 right there in Woodsville with the New Year's Eve party. All the details with Karli coming up shortly after 8:30 this morning right here at your country. Glad that you could join us. I'm Stephen John Puffer every morning on Fridays between 6 and 9. A lot of great people that we chat with here in the YKR listening area. We'll be checking out the latest news and information in about a minute here.
Bruins are about to play 5 games in a row away from Boston Garden. First game at Buffalo. Bruins not playing well. Just lost 5 of 6 at home. Somehow, head coach Marco Sturm tries to be optimistic.
Take a breather here. I think everyone has to look at themselves and evaluate themselves a little bit. What do we have to do better? Overall, I still think we're in a very good spot. Guys dig in a lot. It's just unfortunate lately, but we have to regroup.
Marco Sturm, no question about it. Most Bruin players listen to Nikita Zabarov, a veteran. Zabarov's latest message?
I mean, anytime you can get a rest in this league, especially the schedule like that, it's huge. I don't think it's only physical. I think it's mentally on us as well. But we still have a lot of belief in this room. We're a good team, and we're going to do it. We're going to come up with some points if we want to be a playoff team.
Bruins Nikita Zabarov. Bruins trip begins in Buffalo Saturday.
We get set to chat with Lorenzo Wilhite and Cassie Moulton, representing Wells River Savings. Your good neighbor bank is Lorenzo, the president and CEO.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Cassie's responsibilities are?
She is our marketing and training director, and then has the unfortunate responsibility of trying to keep me on task today.
Okay.
So.
And also, I've heard you're taking a little time off on vacation, so hats off to you for coming in this morning.
Yes. We usually do the last radio together to kind of give a wrap-up of how the year's been.
Yep. Hard to believe we're through another year.
Yeah. And Christmas falling on a Thursday, kind of like Thanksgiving, you're geared up for it, take the day off, and then back to work the next day.
Yeah, and then all day today you think, is it Monday? You're just kind of messed up on what the day is, too.
Yeah. All right, so you want to do the year-end wrap-up?
Yeah.
And kind of look forward to 2026 a little bit.
Sure.
I'll let you guys let us know.
Yeah, I would say the one thing that we're most proud of as the bank is that we're a mutual bank, which means we're not owned by stockholders. We're owned by our depositors. And because of that, we try to really be involved in the community and give back as much as we can. So you'll see throughout the year we give donations, about just over $50,000 back to the community. And that doesn't include things that we do like our customer appreciation days. We do about 7 parades throughout the year. We'll do events like fairs, Bear Ridge. We'll do booths if the school's doing an event or somebody in the community is holding an event. So we try to stay involved as much as we can.
Yeah. We do, and those things they're important for our communities. I mean, I think we get so many comments or cards and things of appreciation that we'll take the time and be a part of it, but those things are important.
Mm-hmm. And the bank has how many employees now?
We have
roughly
just about 70
Sure.
between full and part-time.
Yeah, you talk about parades. 4th of July, you usually have, 3 or 4 going on at the same time?
Yeah, we do 3 parades, but you bring up a great point. I mean, we could not do as much as we do for the community if it wasn't for our employees volunteering their time, being there for the events, building a float, walking in the parade. They are so good about giving back to the community, and that's the great thing about having employees that live in the community. You know, they care about it just as much as we do.
Yeah, watching the crowds, especially like 4th of July when you're going through town, put a real smile on their face.
They do, and those parades just amaze you, the amount of people and things. But it's fun, but it's also time. So like as Cassie was saying, we appreciate that because people have to take that out of their personal time. But then it's a good time. You see a lot of customers, a lot of friends, and that's what's kind of fun too, is when you look at us being the community bank, and as you go through those, how many people recognize us, and of course our inflatable pigs have now become pretty much expected to be at events.
Of course, we're sitting at 5 degrees below, and 4th of July is 6 months away. It will be 80 degrees, hopefully, at least.
Yeah, easier to talk about that temperature than this.
Really. All right, Cassie Moulton's with us, and Lorenzo Wilhite, Wells River Savings, your good neighbor bank. Other things you wanted to bring up?
No, if you are a nonprofit or if you're looking for support, we encourage you to stop by one of our branches, tell us what's going on, and we'll do the best that we can to help you out.
Yeah, and I think probably as everybody's seen, we've had a lot of changes over there. We've added some new employees. Our loan department has expanded some. So we encourage people that, again, even on the business side or on the mortgage side, but on the business side, if you're thinking about something or you're looking at expanding or maybe you're looking at purchasing a business, whatever it may be, or you're looking at a 4-unit building, it really doesn't matter, but just come in and see us or give us a call to talk to get it started. We're there for you, and we hope to be able to help, and I think we've really got some very strong good employees within our loan department that can help you on both sides.
Yeah, I know you mentioned this in the past. Even if you're not looking at buying anything right now, you can kind of put a few things in motion, find out what you can't afford, and the bank will help, I guess, get through that part of it.
It makes the process much easier on everybody, and it's just easier to have that conversation to know where's the bank going to be looking, how are they looking at it, what are you needing, and try to come together that before you get too far into it, and then we try to backtrack.
Sure. Anything you want to say about the call center and the locations? Because you're right up and down Route 5.
Yeah, today we have normal hours, the same with Saturday normal hours. Our call center is open just as much as our branches are, so 8 to 5 today and 9 to 12 tomorrow. So if you're using those gift cards and need your debit card, go ahead and give us a call.
Exactly. And I think on the call center, the other thing to remember is they can really help with about anything. I mean, you start with them. They're very, very good to be able to lead you through most issues or questions that you may have. Sometimes people feel like they still need to try to get to the branch. They can answer most of that, and then if they can't, direct you to who it is. But the call center is a great place to start.
Yeah, and we recently did update our mobile apps, so if it looks a little different and you need help, give them a call. They can walk you through it.
Okay. And a fair amount of information can be had at the website, I assume, too.
Yep, WellsRiverSavings.com. Yep.
And don't be afraid to call if you have questions, comments, even if you're not using the bank.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I guess. Some of the things you've said in the past.
Yeah.
Final comments, maybe?
I think for us is just, to take a minute and thank all of our customers for putting their trust in us. And we had a very good and successful year, and we look forward to 2026 and think that there's a really bright future for the bank, also for our communities and our customers. But we just appreciate all of our customers and the support, and also that they put that trust in us.
Yeah. Okay, good. So as Cassie just said, even though it's a long holiday weekend, the bank is open today and tomorrow morning.
Yes, correct.
Yep.
And I would like to just thank all of our employees. They've done a great thing this year. They deal with all of my Spirit Week, my Halloween, all the decorating. So we appreciate everything that they do.
Great.
Absolutely.
All right. Good to see both of you. Enjoy the weekend.
You too.
Yes, you too. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, we'll check out the weather forecast being brought to you by ALARMCO. And by the way, we will be chatting with Joshua Allen in just a few minutes via telephone, representing his business in Bradford. ALARMCO can help you stay notified on what's going on in your home, even when you're away. Alarm.com uses a tamper-resistant cellular connection dedicated solely to your security system. The signaling technology is reliable and works even if your phone line, cable, broadband, and power are down. With the help of ALARMCO, a local business in Bradford, you will be able to view your property from the palm of your hand while at work or away for the weekend. For a free, no-obligation quote and see what ALARMCO can do for you, visit their website at alarmcovt.com.
From the Fairbanks Museum, the forecast for today, mostly to partly sunny skies and cool weather with highs mainly in the teens. Then tonight, partly to mostly cloudy with an increasing chance of snow showers. Lows will be in the single digits. Then on Saturday, a chance of light scattered snow showers diminishing from the north to the south. Highs will be from the low to mid-20s with light wind. I'm meteorologist Megan Duggan for WYKR.
That is a look at the weekend weather right here at your country, WYKR. We are around 4 degrees below zero at our Route 302 broadcast studios, and that is an updated look at the weather. It's been brought to you by ALARMCO. You can stay notified on what's going on in your home or business, even when you're away. Connect your security, lights, locks, thermostats, video, and a whole lot more for seamless automation and control. You can contact them for a free, no-obligation quote and see what they can do for you. ALARMCO is locally owned and locally operated in Bradford. And coincidentally, Joshua is with us this morning, the owner of ALARMCO. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Steve.
Of course, ALARMCO brings you the weather shortly after 8 o'clock every other week at your country, WYKR. All right, survived Christmas okay, it sounds like, Josh?
We did. We're actually having another one today, so a long festive weekend for us.
It certainly is. Well, we thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, obviously, and your holiday plans to chat with our listeners for a few minutes about ALARMCO. Over 30 years, right?
Yeah, started in 1993, so we're almost 33 years in now.
All right, so what was 2025 like for you, and what's going to be happening in 2026 that at least you know at this point, Joshua?
It's been a good run. 2025 was a good year for us. We stayed very busy. Had lots of new projects, which was exciting, and lots of existing customers that we did a lot of add-on work for. And 2026 doesn't look like it's slowing down at all.
Mm-hmm. Technology. I know a lot of people embrace it. A lot of people are a little scared of it. How can you put some of those people that are a little apprehensive and scared of it at ease, and how ALARMCO maybe can help them in 2026?
Steve, you know what? I really take a lot of pride in the fact that our staff works really well with people who struggle with technology. My son Carter is one of our lead technicians here, and I get comments all the time from people that he's worked with, how great and wonderful it was to work with him and how he made them feel like they could handle it and take care of it easily on their own. And as a boss and an owner and a dad, that's super nice to hear. And it's folks that are well into their older ages too, so don't feel like you can't do it. It's very possible. The new technology is very user-friendly, and we do a good job of making sure everybody understands it before we leave you for the day.
Yeah, in some of our prior conversations, as Josh gives us periodic updates throughout the year at ALARMCO right there in Bradford, I know that you've said that in the past. You can make it as easy as can be for the people that are a little on the edge in regards to technology. So good for you guys. That's awesome. So let's talk about the technology that may be coming in 2026 that people don't realize is on the horizon. Is there anything like that, Joshua?
Well, it's crazy. We actually attend shows every year to see what the latest technology is that's coming out, and it does change every single year. It's very rapid. AI is very fluent in our world now and is definitely getting into the security world as well. So there's a lot of technology out there that will give you a lot of information and kind of do some of the investigation for you, really. The cameras are absolutely incredible, the tracking that they do, facial recognition, things like that. But we sell everything right from the beginner stuff right up through high-end commercial security.
Mm-hmm. And as we were saying a few minutes ago in regards to your business, ALARMCO, where you can connect your security, your lights, your locks, your thermostats, video, and more, I assume, I'm going from some of our prior conversations again, Joshua, you could control all this from the device in your hand, your cell phone.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I actually had a customer over in Stowe, Vermont recently, a couple that are, probably in their 70s. They just upgraded their system. They were having some trouble using it. And their daughter, who also lives over there, called her mom and asked her a question. And her mom said, well, let me let you into the house. So she was able to disarm the system right from her phone. They were in Florida at the time. And her daughter was able to go into the house in Stowe and grab some dog food for the pet that they were watching for her parents. And shortly after that, the daughter called and said, I need this at my house. Can you come over and let us know what you can do for us?
Wow.
So it really is, user-friendly is really the key to everything. You don't want people stressing about it. You want them to feel very comfortable. And, it's really, really nice to see people utilizing that and having success with it.
ALARMCO, home, residential, commercial, even energy management, which is really important these days because you can be away for a long, long time but still control the thermostats and all of the energy in your home. Even if you have a water leak. Is that true?
Yeah, a little bit of everything, Steve. Obviously when you're away, the fear of a flood is very serious. Nobody wants to come home to wet floors or ruined ceilings or any of that kind of stuff. So catching it early in mitigating that is very important. One of the things we have customers all over that have houses of all kinds, and the water protection really is one of those. You can actually shut the water off remotely now as well. Mm-hmm. So if for some reason you're gone and you're not expecting it to flow water, the system can actually sense when you're home and when you're doing stuff. And it can tell you, hey, you've had a water flow that's very uncommon for you. The water started flowing at 2 a.m., and we don't ever see you use water at 2 a.m., so we went ahead and shut the water off for you predicting that it was actually a broken pipe or something. So again, this goes back to some of that intelligent technology out there that can really help save people problems.
Well, you know better than anybody, Joshua. It's becoming a technological world, so you're better off to embrace it versus versus not, I guess.
Yeah, it really is. And Steve, one of the big things for us too that's probably not that thought of. You can buy all of this stuff online, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can go on and order it. What you don't get with that is local support, and that's probably one of the biggest things that ALARMCO has to offer. What we sell, we support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Yeah, think about it.
So we will make sure that we take care of it.
Yeah, and it's right here local in Bradford. Obviously a success story over 30 years at ALARMCO. Final comments might include what today, Josh?
Well, let's look forward to a new year. Everybody hopefully has a safe one. And also, I did hear that you have Karli Blood coming on, so congratulations to her. I hear she's doing a New Year's event. Yeah. I coached Karli way back in the day, so I wish her all the success in the world, too.
Those are great words. Yep, Karli's with us. She's in the building, so we'll be chatting with her in just a few minutes. She's doing the New Year's celebration at the American Legion in Woodsville. Hey, Joshua, thanks for your time today, and Happy New Year to you and your family.
Thanks, Steve. You too.
Have a good day. We're 18 minutes after 8. As Joshua did say, Karli will be with us in just a few minutes, updating and giving us kind of an update in regards to what she has been doing and also what she will be doing and performing at the American Legion next week. All right, we'll take a break here for a minute or so. When we come back, a little country music, and then we'll be making a phone call, chatting with Dana Huntington at North Haverhill Agway.
In a world full of big banks and faraway decisions, there's something special about a bank that's right here at home. Hi, I'm Lorenzo Wilhite, President and CEO of Wells River Savings Bank, your community mutual bank, where every dollar you deposit stays local, supporting the people and places you care about most. We're the name on the back of your youth sports uniforms, the hands helping local churches, the volunteers stocking food shelves, and walking beside you in the town parade. And while we're rooted in hometown values, we're still a full-service bank, offering everything the big banks do, with something they can't. Neighbors who know you by name. Because you're not just an account, you're our customer, our neighbor. And like you, we live and work in this community too, and we're committed to helping it thrive. Thank you for trusting us for another year. We look forward to growing with you in the next. For all your banking needs, we hope you think of your good neighbor bank, Wells River Savings Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just Megan Duggan for WYKR.
Thank you, Megan. Updated look at the weather forecast brought to you by PTO's Repair has moved to 2320 Route 5 in Fairleigh, just 3.6 miles south of the traffic light in Bradford. Again, it's 222-6152, PTO's Repair, Route 5 in Fairleigh. Meanwhile, Route 10 North Haverhill, Dana Huntington, North Haverhill Agway. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
And to have Dana along with us, he gives us a monthly update in regards to what's happening at North Haverhill Agway. So here we are on the other side of Christmas. People have gift cards. They're available and never expire, I assume, at Agway?
Absolutely correct.
All right. So a lot of things to see and be had at North Haverhill Agway. All right. Let's run down some of the things that are available, including how you can take care of ice and snow this winter.
Yeah, that seems to be the major emphasis these days, along with feeding the birds, of course. But rock salt, just plain old simple rock salt. We've been told we've got a pretty decent price. 50-pound bags, just $8.99. We also have plenty of ice melter blends if people are looking for something other than rock salt, maybe calcium chloride or maybe a blend of magnesium chloride, sodium chloride, calcium chloride. We have those available as well. Of course, the calcium chloride comes in pellets or flakes, so we have both of those available. And the big thing these days, a lot of people are looking for a pet-safe ice melt, and we do have a good quality product there that actually does a good job of melting snow and ice as well. And if people are looking for weight in the back of their vehicle, they're looking for sand to spread on the ground, we do have some kiln-dried sand available in 50-pound bags, and of course the favorite tube sand, 60-pound bag. It's a tube about a foot round and probably 2.5, 3 feet long, and it works great in the back of a vehicle. It is weatherproof, so you can put it in the back of a pickup truck. We have a lot of people that line the back of the bed along the one row and put that back there, and it actually weights very, very nicely. And then if you absolutely need to use it, you can open the bag up, and it is reclosable. So tube sand is a great thing for this time of year, whether you need to wait or whether you use the sand itself inside.
Yeah, good idea. And also, checking in with you in regards to like snow shovels and pushers, some of those are a good idea to have in the vehicle along with that sand, right?
They certainly are, and we do have, for those that are looking for like a car trunk shovel, we have a couple of different choices on the small shovels that we'll stash in the back of the truck, but we have a great selection of snow shovels. We try to get the quality ones. We are not looking for the ones that will that break really quickly or the really super, super lightweight ones that don't seem to last. We've got some quality Garant, some True Temper shovels, different ones like that, that will last you, and the plastic's a little bit doesn't wear down quite as fast as some of the others. So snow shovels, snow pushers, good family of products are there. The snow sleighs, so as we get into the winter, we have lots and lots of snow. If you're looking for the two-handed sled-type sleigh, we have those. Roof rakes, we're getting roof rakes in. They've been kind of a slow coming this year. I don't know why, but we've got them all on order, so we should have them very shortly. Ice scrapers, ice choppers, ice chisels, different choices on those that you can pick from, whether to get some ice off the steps or whatever. We do have snow brooms as well, so if people are looking to for that nice lightweight, it's either a foam or a foam plastic combination with an extended handle, so it's easy to pull off the snow off the top of your vehicle or push it off. We have a couple different choices there, and then of course windshield washer fluid. We have the 20 below, which is the blue stuff that everybody seems to grab, but some people are actually looking for the minus 35. Hopefully we won't need them too much.
Really?
But it seems like, boy, we were talking this morning how cold it seems like out. But windshield washer fluid, so as roads get melt and thawed and get wet, and you're looking for windshield washer fluid, we have it here in North Haverhill, Agway.
Yeah, it's great. Chatting with Dana Huntington, you're talking about the ice and the snow melters and snow shovels and stuff, but all of the gloves that you have, you can never have enough gloves around, right?
No, I had.
You know what that's like.
I do. I had somebody come in the other day, and they were shopping, and the wife said, "Do you really need another pair of gloves?" And he's like, "Yes, I do." And so, that's always the kind of the case with myself as well. I love to have gloves around and make sure my hands are warm. Of course, great selection of the Kinco. We also have Deerfield leather, starting to get into some of the Wells Lamonts again. So on the men's side, great selection of work winter gloves. Women's side, we have a very good selection of different choices for women's work, as well as some of the driving gloves, the nicer gloves that people are looking for with a deerskin on the palm and the nice fuzzy back on the hands. And then, of course, kids. We do have working gloves for kids, and we also have some of the gloves that kids are looking for us to play in the snow. So we have a couple things there. So yes, gloves. We are still very well stocked on gloves.
All right, kids sleds, adult sleds too, maybe.
We do. The kids sleds, of course, plastic toboggans and different things. Whether it be we even have a couple for really youngsters, really toddler-sized sleds. Of course, the jet sleds, we have a great selection of those, 3 different sizes in stock to choose from, the small, medium, and large. Very, very handy to haul in wood, very handy to do a number of different things with. And as far as the kids go, for people are still looking for toys, we do carry a pretty extensive line of Ertl, also Brooder, and also Schleich toys, which are the animal likenesses. We try to carry pretty much most of those year-round, because there's not a great selection in this area to choose from. So we try to fill that need, and so people looking for farm replica toys, we do have a good selection of those.
How about winter items for pets?
Yeah, well, that's the pets and the people and the livestock. Those are always kind of an issue that people are looking for. The de-icers, we still try to stay stocked this time of year. The little I call it the pan that you put the metal water on for chickens, kind of just keeps the edge off. It doesn't allow the thing to freeze solid. We do have a number of different de-icers for stock tanks, whether it sinks, whether it floats. So we have one that goes into the drain valve, so it helps keep the water from freezing solid. Good selection of those. We also have quite a few different buckets and things like that. And then you talk about the pets. We do have the heated bowls, so people are putting water outside, whether it be for feral cats or for other dogs or cats that are outside during the day. We have a good selection there. Dog coats, still really well stocked up on dog coats, different sizes from extra small all the way up to the large. And then, of course, pet beds. Great good selection of pet beds in stock. Again, trying to find good quality pet beds so people can have them last for a while.
All right, I know from being in your store, you got a great selection of wild bird seed and feeders. A little update on that, Dana.
Yeah, it's been a great year with the early snow, and the birds kind of like to take the sunflower route if they can early in the season. If they don't, it's funny, people talk about as soon as the snow goes away, the birds kind of stop feeding real heavy on the bird feeders, which I keep telling them they prefer the wild stuff, but it's awful nice to have the suets and the different types of wild bird seed mixes. And those sunflower seeds specifically are very, very popular. And, of course, we still have a good selection of bird feeders as well. So if people are feeding the birds, come in and take a look at the variety that we do have.
All right, you're going to be going through a wood pellets like crazy with this cold temperatures we've got coming our way.
Yeah, it's been a good year for wood pellets for us. The QX is probably the top quality that we carry. It's a very, very high BTU, very low ash, so you get good quality return on your money on that one. Orford's another excellent product. It's a maple, oak, and birch, so it's a good quality made of kiln-dried hardwood. So it's a great product. And then Fusion, probably one of the better mixes that are out there as far as quality burning and getting the BTUs without getting huge amounts of ash. So, and we do have a good amount of any of those in stock, so people are looking for wood pellets. And we can do delivery if that's something that people need, don't have availability to get it themselves. We can deliver and arrange a delivery as they need it.
All right, day after Christmas, New Year's, just a few days away. Holiday hours might include what?
Well, the only thing that we're closed on New Year's Day. Everything else is normal, which is Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturday, 8 to 4, and Sundays we are open 9 to 3.
All right, thanks for the update. We'll see you in the new year.
All right, very good. Thank you, Steve.
Make it a great weekend. Thanks, Dana. There's Dana Huntington representing North Haverhill Agway. He gives us an update usually once a month right here. All right, coming up, we'll be chatting with Karli Blood. She's going to be performing live New Year's Eve at the American Legion in Woodsville. But first, we're going to check out the weather forecast, and then we'll find out what she's got up her sleeve in regards to her performance at the American Legion next week. Hatchland Farm is currently holding their annual milk drive that will benefit local individuals and families in need. Vouchers can be purchased now at Hatchland Farm Wicked Good Dairy Delight store on Route 10 in North Haverhill. Vouchers will be distributed to local food pantries. You can donate as much as you would like. Consider rounding up your Hatchland purchases towards the drive or donating a specific amount. These vouchers can only be redeemed at the Hatchland Farm Wicked Good Dairy Delights in North Haverhill. For more information, stop by the store. Give the gift of milk this holiday. How do you define home? Is it your sanctuary? A reflection of your style and values, a playground for your children and grandchildren. However you define it, House Right Construction can help you create the house that says, welcome home to you. House Right is your expert Vermont and New Hampshire home builder. They have been partnering with clients since 1985. They build and renovate homes that fulfill their clients' exact visions. House Right Construction is proud to be able to say that the foundation of their business continues to be their enduring relationships with clients, who return to them as their home visions grow and who refer them to their friends. Try letting House Right be the builder of the home of your dreams. Welcome home with House Right. House Right Construction, Main Street South, Newbury, Vermont. Online at houseright.net.
From the Fairbanks Museum, the forecast for today, mostly to partly sunny skies and cool weather with highs mainly in the teens. Then tonight, partly to mostly cloudy with an increasing chance of snow showers. Lows will be in the single digits. Then on Saturday, a chance of light scattered snow showers diminishing from the north to the south. Highs will be from the low to mid-20s with light wind. I'm meteorologist Megan Duggan for WYKR.
Hey, Megan, thank you very much. She's pinch hitting for Mark Breen. He'll be back with us next Friday at Your Country, where it's 8:36. Update a look at the forecast heading into the weekend, where we're still a couple of degrees below zero, heading for maybe into the mid-teens today. And that's brought to you by House Right Construction, located on Route 5 near the historic Newbury Common. They're also online at houseright.net. Promising this morning and for the last few weeks that Karli Blood will be with us. She is at 8:36. Good morning. How you doing?
Hi, I'm so good. How are you?
Good. You were in here a few years ago, I think.
I was, yeah.
Talk about some of your music and stuff.
Yes.
I'm sure that things have changed a little bit for you now that you've been in college. How many years?
Yes, this is my second year at Belmont University.
Right,
so.
Down in Nashville?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Went to Nashville like 30 years ago, and from what you've said before we went live, things are a lot different in Nashville now?
Yes, for sure.
Is it like party hardy there?
Oh, yeah.
It
is? It is just the music scene, the bar scene, everything has changed drastically in the last even 5 years.
Really?
So I'm sure that it would look a lot different if you went back now.
All right. So who did you bring with you today?
I am here with my...
You're not going to chat? Okay.
Well, I'm here with my Aunt Leslie.
Okay.
She is an amazing aunt who has been
Of course
helping
she
me
is.
coordinate this whole
Yeah.
New Year's Eve gig, working with the auxiliary. So thank you, Wee Wee.
Yeah. So how have things changed with you since you've been down to Nashville the last couple of years in regards to your thoughts about music and your performances?
Yeah, so when I got there for my first year, I was like, oh my goodness.
Overwhelming?
Yes, so overwhelming. You're in Music City. Everyone, especially at Belmont, is kind of doing the same thing, you know? Everyone is trying to get into the music industry and trying to make that dream come true. And so it was a little eye-opening for me and like, whoa, this is not what I expected it to be, but it has taught me a lot. It has taught me about like making myself unique and what makes me stand out from other people and trying to lean into those types of things when it comes to who I am and what my image is. So that's been kind of cool to understand and kind of learn about myself. And so I kind of took all of my first year and just kind of like took it all in, got settled. But this year I came back and I've been performing now on Broadway with different bands.
Okay.
So by Broadway, I mean a strip of bars right in Nashville, downtown. So I've been performing at Tootsie's, Honky Tonk Central, Rippy's, and Kid Rock's. And yeah, it's been super fun.
So when you went to Nashville, what was your major?
My major was education.
Is
and
it still?
It is not. No, I have switched my major to public relations, which I knew kind of going into college that, or I guess I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I kind of had in mind that I would probably change my major. I just needed to like start with something. And I really, at the time, did think that teaching would be a great career for me.
Listen, I'm in my 60s. I don't know I want to do either. So it's okay.
Yeah. But, you know, I just talked to a lot of people and did my own research and found PR, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's such a cool field. It's so broad, which I love because it's not just like a narrow path that I'll have to follow. And I can really do anything with it. And it also connects to the music industry. You know, like that's a huge part of it.
Yeah, we would assume most of our listeners have seen you locally. And usually locally you don't play with a band, you're all by yourself.
Right.
So what's the difference between being by yourself and playing with the bands in Nashville?
Oh my gosh, it's a huge difference. I, of course, love singing with a band and by myself for different reasons. But so when I would sing locally, it's just me, my guitar, and backing tracks. And it's something that I plan and I have a set list, and it's very, you know, like you're following a formula. With a band on Broadway, you don't have a plan. It's just you read the crowd. It's whatever song you think would get the crowd going, you tell the band and they play it. And they're just so talented that they can do that.
So how many different bands have you played with so far?
Oh, goodness. I don't know. So that's
that many? Really?
Probably like 5 or 6 different bands, because at the moment I don't have my own band. So what I've been doing is if people need me to cover shifts, that's kind of like my job at the moment. But it's honestly been so cool because I've been able to make so many connections and test out different sounds and, you know, just like have different experiences with different people.
Do they give you words of advice?
Oh, yes.
Do they?
Yes.
What are some that stand out that have maybe changed your dynamic the most?
Well, actually, recently, it was, I think, this like the second to last gig that I had before I came back home for the holidays. He was just talking to me about how my voice is so young, and which is good, and like he said that I have a really nice voice, And he said, though, that it's really important that you like save that and really rest it and take care of it, because what he said he sees on Broadway is a lot of times people eventually just like start screaming their songs, which isn't good to hear. So he was just saying, like, you have something, so just take care of it and really don't try to push any notes.
I'm sure those were good words of advice.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were.
Yes.
So how different are your local performances now that you've been in Nashville versus some of the shows that you performed locally the last couple of years? Because you're going to be live at the American Legion next Friday, which we'll get to more details in just a moment.
Yeah.
But I assume they've changed a little bit then.
Well, so this is actually my first gig since I've been playing with bands on Broadway.
Okay.
So I'm very excited to take all the advice, all of the different, crowd working tactics, all of those types of things, new songs that I've learned, everything, and bring it to this gig on New Year's Eve. I'm super excited. I just think it takes experience to learn. And so that's exactly what I've done.
We're always learning, right?
Right, yeah. And so...
Are there still a few tickets available? Do you know?
There are about only 10 tickets left.
Less than a week away.
Yes.
All right.
So if you're on the fence, you should definitely secure your tickets because they might be gone very soon.
Yeah, they will be. That is for sure. All right, so you will be performing New Year's Eve. Doors going to open at 7. You'll start around 8 o'clock. This is going to be at the American Legion in Woodsville. Can you give us a few secrets in regards to your performances?
It's a very long gig. I've put the set list together. It's almost 70 songs, which is the longest gig that I've ever done. But that means that I'll get to, break it up into a few sets, have some different outfit changes.
Save your voice, remember.
Yes. Oh, yes. That's why we have the breaks in there. But yeah, it's going to be a great night. Lots of fun.
So do you have any family members or other people that help you a little bit in the audience during your performances that control certain things?
Yes.
You want to give them credit?
Oh, yeah. At this point, it's like a family business when it comes to this. So we have our setup crew, which is both my parents and my brother. I couldn't do it without them. They are a huge help because we have such heavy equipment and there's lots of different cords that you have to set up. My dad is a genius at all that stuff. And then during my gig, my dad actually runs the sound. So we have a monitor that's connected to either an iPad or a laptop. So it's like a digital monitor. And he does a great job on that. My brother also will help me out here and there. Sometimes he makes an appearance on the stage. Sometimes he passes my tip jar around. And, of course, my mom is there for moral support. She gets me water if I need it. If she comes in and helps me do my outfit changes. So I truly cannot do it without them. And I also couldn't do it without my other family members, grandparents, aunts, uncles, just being there and supporting me and encouraging me to continue doing this because they know that it's something that I love.
Sure. Yeah, I've been to quite a few of your shows, and there's a few young gentlemen sometimes that get up on stage and help you out just a little bit, including your brother, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes my friends will make appearances, whether it's playing the tambourine or singing a song with me, so it's fun.
So you, for the most part, have played acoustic guitar. Are you trying to branch off into any other instruments, Karli?
Yeah, actually, there might be a second instrument introduced into this gig, so that will be exciting. First time playing that live, so we'll see.
Does it have strings or?
Yes. Yeah, it's an electric guitar, so we'll see how that goes.
Is that a lot different?
Yeah.
And how so?
So normally when I play acoustic guitar, I play chords. So it's mostly just, playing a chord and strumming. With electric guitar, it's a lot more intricate with, you have to finger pick, it's a lot. It's a lot more. And so I haven't had my electric guitar for too long. So I'm going to do my best, but I'll also probably play like some power chords on my electric guitar as well. It adds some cool sound to the songs. It offers a lot more sometimes than just an acoustic electric can offer. So I'm excited.
Okay. So you've been to Nashville a few times before you went to college to record.
Yes.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what was that experience like?
Oh my goodness, it was insane. I had never been to Nashville before, and I went fall of my junior year in high school to record 2 original songs with incredible musicians that have played with, like, Dolly. I think the piano player played for Dolly, and the guitar player, I forgot who he played for. Anyway, they were just
big names,
and they were absolutely incredible. I wrote my song. I worked with my producer. He made the song charts, and then I described to them what I wanted the sound to be like, and they played it for the first time, and I was like, that was perfect. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they are just incredible. And then just being in Nashville itself was so eye-opening, especially being from Ragate, Vermont, where we have, 1,100 people in our town, something like that. So it was an experience for sure, and I'm so grateful that I had that because I probably wouldn't have ended up where I am now.
When did you start writing and singing? Especially live performances.
So I think the first time I sang publicly was my sophomore year in high school at the spring concert. And it was
that when
just
it kind of began?
Yeah, I'd say so. And then that summer after, I opened up for a band at a campground. And then that's how I got in contact with a producer. And yeah.
You've written some of your own stuff. How many songs have you written?
Oh, goodness. I don't know how many songs I've written in total. I've recorded 8, and they're released. But, yeah, I'm constantly writing.
So where's the thoughts come from to put together some of the songs that you have actually recorded?
Just personal experience and talking with people and about, everyday feelings and things that we all go through and how relatable those can be.
Do you have to be licensed in any way to protect your songs?
So I'm an independent artist, technically.
Okay.
I'm not with a label. Therefore, I take my recorded versions of my songs and then I upload them to a distributor. And that's all in the distributor's contract or whatever. Okay. So, yeah.
So when you're in college, are you taking any music classes? Even though this isn't your major?
Yeah, no, I'm not taking any necessarily music classes, but there are a lot of, music industry PR classes that I'm planning on taking. So I haven't yet, but I'm super excited to dive into that.
Awesome. Wow. Chatting with Karli Blood. She's going to be the New Year's Eve performer at the American Legion in Woodsville. Tickets, there's a few left, maybe 10 at $25 a piece. Of course, we're less than a week away, so they're going to sell out. That is for sure. All right. You have some final comments or anything? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Here it is the day after Christmas. I'm sure you've got a busy schedule being back from college and everything. A lot of people that probably want to talk with you.
No, thank you so much for having me. This was great. I just hope that everyone had a wonderful Christmas, and I just really appreciate all the support back home. So thank you all. Even those of you that are tuning in and listening, I really appreciate you, and I can feel your love from 1,000 miles away in Nashville. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, being support, and we'll see you New Year's Eve in Woodsville at the American Legion.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Yeah, enjoy the weekend.
You too.
All right, we're at 8:50 here at Your Country, WYKR. We'll be updating you on the latest weather forecast again right after these. Now, the weather. It's being brought to you by Dad's 4x Tool and Supply right there in St. Johnsbury on Route 5, and also here in downtown Wells Rivers, where you'll find Dad's.
There's nothing like a nice, bright, sunny March day to make you feel alive. The sugar maples feel the same way, and that's when the sap starts running. Dad's 4x Tool and Supply has propane to fire your backyard sugaring operation, or if you have a bigger operation, we have propane for your finishing pan and canner. Dad's 4x Tool and Supply in St. Johnsbury and Wells River for all your propane needs. We can fill any size tank. And remember, Dad's always got gas.
From the Fairbanks Museum, the forecast for today, mostly to partly sunny skies and cool weather with highs mainly in the teens. Then tonight, partly to mostly cloudy with an increasing chance of snow showers. Lows will be in the single digits. Then on Saturday, a chance of light scattered snow showers diminishing from the north to the south. Highs will be from the low to mid-20s with light wind. I'm meteorologist Megan Duggan for WYKR.
Thank you, Megan. 8:54, couple of degrees below. Sunshine's with us, heading for the teens. Updated weather's brought to you by Dad's 4x Tool and Supply here in downtown Wells River. Next to Wells River Chevrolet, and also on Route 5 in St. Johnsbury is where you'll find Dad's.
Friday night at the dance. That's what country sounds like. Make our country your country. Your first choice for country and more. 101.3 WYKR.
Every night on a stage, everybody in the crowd knows my name. They're holding signs up, there's people lined up just to hear me sing. Writing songs that tell my stories, living out all of my glory, making a living off of singing and playing my old six string. 'Cause when I close my eyes, I know something isn't right, and I truly believe that as long as I'm living my dreams, I don't need to travel the world, don't need no diamonds or pearls, don't need a man who's gonna tell me how to live my life, don't need designer clothes, I could live without money, I suppose. There's only one thing that I'll ever need, and that's to follow my dreams. New city, new night, same feeling, singing about what I believe in, meeting new friends on the weekends while staying true to me. And some people might disagree, but I'm the one who knows what makes me happy, and all I really know is this one woman show is my destiny. I don't need to travel the world, don't need no diamonds or pearls, don't need a man who's gonna tell me how to live my life, don't need designer clothes, I could live without money, I suppose. There's only one thing that I'll ever need, and that's to follow my dreams. Follow my dreams. Life doesn't always treat you right, but you've gotta know how to put up a fight. So don't be afraid to get up on that stage and be brighter than the spotlight. Don't need to travel the world, don't need no diamonds or pearls, and I sure as hell don't need a man who can treat me right. I don't need designer clothes, and I could live without money, I suppose. There's only one thing that I'll ever need, and that's to follow my dreams. Oh yeah, follow my dreams. So I'm gonna follow my dreams.
Wish everyone a happy new year as we're into the final week of 2025. We'll be back to join you next Friday as we head into a brand new year.
Celtics first of 5 on the road tonight in Indiana. Celtics 3 wins in a row, now third in the East. Joe Mazzulla crediting the bench players, the very young Celtics, with team improvement.
And it's a credit to them because they stay ready, and it's a credit to the staff for getting them ready. So it's not about finding it. It's like that. It's just a credit to them. They have a humility and a professionalism to always be ready, and we're just always going to do what makes sense at that particular time. And
Joe Mazzulla, Celtics team leader Jaylen Brown impressed with first draft pick Gonzalez, minus Shireman, Baylor, Walsh, and Garza.
It's a journey, man. We need each and every guy. We need the whole chain to be working together. So shout out to those guys being ready. And shout out to Joe for giving them those opportunities to be able to showcase. It takes a complete group.
Jaylen Brown, Celtics at the Pacers tonight. Celtics about to play 5 games in 9 days on the road.
WTWN Wells River, W286DE.
Northeast Vermont and Northwest New Hampshire since 1976. WYKR, Haverhill.